if people could only do one thing to improve their Twitter growth, is the engaging, right? Like engaging more with other accounts, making sure to reply to everyone, all of that. It's something really, really important. Um, and you also, there's a part where you start describing the
Yeah.
fact that, okay, if you stop going on, if you stop tweeting, you'll eventually lose your engagement. And I would like to discuss this with you,
Yeah.
because my approach is more and more that that's unfair for me, because there's ways to avoid it as well. Like, as you use for the example of having schedulers, but it can be really bad for your mental health as well if you feel that you need to always be tweeting. You get super connected to it, uh, and then if you feel
Oh
as well
no.
that
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
audience and your friends are not actually yours, but they are borrowed by this platform, that if you stop engaging, if you stop engaging, you're punished, and then you don't get access to your friends. um, what is your
Oh.
perspective on that?
Well, first, for example, I haven't tweeted in 4 days,
Okay.
even scheduled. So I'm taking a break right now. So I think it's okay to take breaks. Actually, I think I'm one of the only accounts that have that many followers that take breaks. Because most people they keep scheduling even when they're away, and when I'm away, I don't tweet. And because I think if you do it properly, if you just uh, let's say I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. Like it's normal that if you stop being active, you lose some priority, and it's not because you lose priority. It's because others
Yeah.
who were tweeting when you were gone gain priority over you because people engage with them and they didn't have an opportunity to engage with you. So the Twitter algorithm basically learned that, okay, for the past 2 weeks, this person is engaging with these accounts, so I'm going to show it more of these accounts. So even though they were engaging with you before, when you come back,
Yeah.
you have kind of a gap that was created with these other people who they kept engaging with,
What does
and
it?
that makes sense.
I don't know if
And
it makes
also, I
sense.
think when you
I mean,
come
you
back
have
from a
your
break,
friends. It's like
well,
well, in life, as you said, it kind
well,
of
no,
happens,
it
right?
does
But
make sense.
when you have your friends, you should allow them to have a break, and then when they return, why would they lose their engagement?
But you do. You don't lose it. You don't lose everything. You don't lose
Right.
everything. You lose mostly
Uh-huh.
the less involved people, basically. And but like the more you leave, the more people you lose. It makes sense. But uh, I guess I think it's because people. It's always like this weird thing. Like when people say, "Oh, you lose," it's not fair. It's like, yeah, but like how how do you think it could work? Because like
Right.
it's not like you're with friends. It's not like 10 people. It's like millions of people, and most people they follow hundreds of people. And when you follow hundreds of people, you can't see everything. It's normal. Like, let's say you follow 500 people. How can you see everything that everybody tweeted on the one
Hmm.
single day? You can't because you're not going to spend enough time on
Yeah.
Twitter. You know, so Twitter has to prioritize. So it's going to prioritize based on the one you're most engaged with. So when you take a break, the longer you take a break, the more at risk you are that eventually Twitter considers that okay, you haven't people are not engaging with you and all that. So, like, I think as
Hmm.
long as you see Twitter as a way to build relationships and connections, and when you come back from your break, you just spend a bit more time than usual just connecting with others instead of just tweeting. Well, if you do that, you're just gonna go get back your reach very quickly. Like I noticed that. That's why I took a break in the
Hmm.
Christmas. I'm taking a break now. I took a
So you
4 weeks
feel, you
break in
don't
July,
feel somehow
one
addicted
month,
to it. You feel it's,
and yet
you can be, have a healthy relationship with the platform, and still grow your Twitter reach.
it's hard to say. I think when I'm in it, it's very. It can. I mean, I don't know if it's addictive, but when you get a lot of people replying to you, connecting with you, it's exciting. Like it's just
Yeah.
exciting. You get a lot of engagement, a lot of people who give a shit, who are connecting. So you want to reply, you want to connect, and it just takes time and it takes brain space and mental space, and it's very
Yeah.
exhausting. That's for sure. Like when I started tweeting, I was spending 10 hours a day, so I know I was, crazy. But yeah, no, I don't see it that way now.
Hmm.
I think I can just get by with like 2 hours per day, which is already huge for most people. But it's I don't know. I see it as just like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just so much opportunities, so many
That's
people who
true.
you can meet. So I don't really mind, and I think also I think the mistake people make when they take a break is that, for example, you're usually going to take a break at the time everybody takes a break, like in the summer holidays or at Christmas, and
Yeah.
it's actually the time where a lot of people they stop Twitter entirely. Like a lot of people are just going to stop and they not come back. But then some others will come and join in their place. And I've been on Twitter active for 1 year and a half, and
Yeah.
I see so many people come and go. Like it's always like this. So it's also why you might have lost some engagement
Hmm.
because like when you come back from a break, a lot of people they changed. And I think also it's unfair to say, okay, we need
Hmm.
to own our audiences. Like people compare it to email newsletters, but like it's very different because like Twitter is like a public square. That's how Elon Musk says about it actually. But like it's like a public square. So like there's like everyone. It's not just people who follow you, it's their
Hmm.
neighbors, it's their siblings, it's the people that follow them but don't know you. And that's the beauty of Twitter. Like you
Yeah.
it's not a community. It's a community, but it's also a town square. It's public, it's open, and it's flowing and it's moving. So it's funny when people say, "Oh, I only reached 10% of my followers." Yeah, sure, but like sometimes you're gonna reach. But even when you reach, let's say, the same number of impressions as the number of followers,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be your followers. It's gonna be your followers and tons of strangers.
Hmm.
So it's a different thing. It's about spreading, content and making connections and
Yeah.
meeting new people all the
But
time.
I guess it's
Newsletter
also a
isn't
little bit
about that. It's about
scary for
one-on-one
me.
relationship
So,
long
for
term.
instance, as a with the podcast, yeah, it's incredible because I have a reach of maybe around 200 people per week, and but these 200 people, they're always there. They are
Okay.
so faithful. They're like, yeah, Tiago, I'm here listening to whatever you have to say
Yeah.
every damn week. That's definitely incredible.